Listen and practice.
Once upon a time, deep in the heart of the ocean, there lived a beautiful mermaid named Ariel. She had long, flowing red hair and a tail that sparkled like the sun on the water. She lived in an underwater kingdom surrounded by colorful fish and other sea creatures. Ariel was a curious and adventurous mermaid. She spent her days exploring the vast ocean, swimming through coral reefs, and visiting shipwrecks. She had always been fascinated by the human world and would often swim to the surface to watch ships passing by. One day, Ariel saw a handsome prince named Eric who was sailing on a ship. She was immediately smitten with him and decided to leave her underwater kingdom to live on land and be with him. She went to a sea witch, Ursula, for help, as mermaids are unable to survive on land. The sea witch offered to turn her tail into legs, but only if Ariel traded her voice, which will give Ursula the power to control the sea. Ariel agreed, and in return, Ursula gave her legs and a potion to turn back into a mermaid in exchange for her beautiful singing voice. So she could not call out for help. Ariel then went to the land and met the prince Eric, but she could not speak and could not tell him who she truly was. Eric came to love Ariel, but he was about to marry another. Ariel, with the help of her friends, was able to break the spell by Ursula and was able to use her voice once again. Eric finally realized that Ariel was one he truly loved, and he canceled his wedding. They lived happily ever after, and Ariel was able to visit her underwater kingdom and her friends. After Ariel and Eric's wedding, they moved into a palace by the sea. Ariel was finally able to live in both worlds, the land and the sea. She would often swim in the ocean with her friends and come back to the palace to be with her husband and their children. Eric and Ariel's love for each other only grew stronger with each passing day. But one day, the sea witch Ursula came back for revenge. She wanted to take control of the kingdom and the sea, and was willing to do whatever it takes to achieve her goal. Ariel and Eric had to join force with Ariel's friends and the other sea creatures to stop Ursula and her army of eels. It was a difficult battle, but with Ariel's determination and Eric's bravery, they were able to defeat Ursula and restore peace to the sea and the kingdom. Ariel was finally able to live the life she had always dreamed of, being able to love and be loved, while also being able to stay connected with her true home in the sea. As Ariel and Eric settled into their new roles as king and queen of the kingdom, Ariel made it her mission to protect and preserve the ocean and its creatures. She convinced Eric to ban all fishing in the kingdom's water and to create marine to protected areas where sea creatures could live and thrive without interference from humans. Ariel also became a voice for the ocean, traveling to other lands and convincing their leaders to do the same. Her fame as a protector of the ocean spread far and wide, and she became known as the Mermaid Queen. Eric and Ariel also had children of their own, and Ariel made sure to pass on her love and respect for the sea to them. The royal family would often be seen swimming and exploring the ocean together, and it was not uncommon to see them hosting diplomatic meetings with the leaders of the ocean's creature. As the years passed, Ariel and Eric's kingdom became known as a beacon of sustainability and conservation, and their love for each other as well as the ocean continue to inspire generations to come. Ariel's work in protecting the ocean not only brought prosperity and harmony to her own kingdom, but to all the coastal regions around the world. Her tireless efforts and passionate speech made many countries create laws and regulations that protect the marine life and their habitat. However, not everyone was happy with Ariel's actions. Some fishermen and marine industry who used to exploit the sea for profit saw their livelihoods at risk. They resent her for taking away their means of income and even plot against Ariel and her family. One day, a group of these individuals, aided by Ursula, who had managed to survive and regains her powers, kidnapped Eric and the children and held them for ransom, demanding that Ariel lift all the restrictions and bans she had put in place. Ariel was devastated, but knew she couldn't give in to their demands. With the help of her friends and allies, Ariel bravely launched a rescue mission to save her family. With her intelligence and bravery, Ariel was able to defeat Ursula and her henchmen, rescuing her loved ones unharmed. This experience only strengthened Ariel's resolve and Eric's support in her cause. They doubled down on their efforts to protect the ocean and its inhabitants. From that day on, Ariel's rule was marked by even stricter laws and regulations to preserve the ocean, but also by creating new job opportunities for the fishermen and marine industry that were affected by her earlier decisions. Ariel and Eric's love for each other, their family, and the ocean had trimmed hat once again. As Ariel and Eric grew older, they started to think about passing on their legacy to their children. They want to make sure that the work they had done to protect the ocean would continue long after they were gone. Ariel had always been a gift leader, and with her guidance and mentorship, her eldest child, a daughter, became a powerful and capable leader in her own right. She took over as ruler of the kingdom and continued her parents' work, preserving the ocean and its creatures while also promoting sustainable practice in the kingdom. Eric and Ariel also continued to educate and inspire other leaders around the world, becoming respected elder statesmen and environmentalists. They were often invited to speak at conferences and summits, where they shared their experiences and knowledge and called for greater action to protect the planet's oceans. As the years passed, Ariel and Eric's reputation as protector of the sea and champion of sustainability spread far and wide, and their legacy lived on. The couple was able to spend their golden years knowing that the ocean and its creature were in the safe hands, and their love for each other, their family, and the ocean will always be remembered. As Ariel and Eric aged, they also found joy in their grandchild, who took after both their adventure spirit and passion for the ocean. They passed on all their knowledge about the sea and its inhabitants to their grandchild, who promised to continue the family's legacy of protecting the ocean. The grandchild inherited Ariel's love for exploring the sea and her passion for marine life, but also had a keen understanding of the technical aspect of preserving the ocean and its ecosystem. With the guidance of their grandparents, the grandchild became an expert in marine conservation and marine biology and took it as their life mission to explore the unknown depths of the ocean and discover new species. Ariel and Eric were overjoyed to see their legacy carried on by their grandchild and saw them setting out on expeditions to study and protect the ocean. Their grandchild's discoveries and research made significant contributions to the field of marine biology and oceanography, even publishing several papers and books about the ocean. As Ariel and Eric passed away, they did so peacefully, knowing that their love for the ocean, their family, and each other will continue on through the generations to come.